Hello viewers, hope you all are fine. So this is Dr. Sudha and I welcome you all to today's lecture, that is we will discuss about the strengthening of SDMA and DDMA. So what is SDMA and DDMA? We have already discussed in the earlier classes of this unit, that is unit 3. Okay, so today is our 10th class of your unit 3. Okay, here it is marked that 10th class. And we have already covered 9 classes of unit 3 and already completed unit 1 and unit 2 earlier, and there are separate discussion for your English medium students and Odia medium students. So you all please subscribe my channel and press the bell icon so that you will get the latest notification regarding my video upload. Okay, and this channel is only best for your discussion of classes or contents those are in your syllabus in ACC1 environment study and disaster management. As you all know that it is one compulsory paper for all +3 first semester students, that may be BA, BCom or BSc stream. Those may be in any college. Okay, so this is one compulsory paper. So before going to the discussion, I would like to request you, so please subscribe my channel and share the channel among your friends, so that all the first semester students at any corner of the state can be benefited. Okay, so you can, if you are new to my channel, then no problem, you can watch all my videos because those are stored in my playlist. Okay, so the channel name is Environ World for Students by Dr. Sudha. Okay, so if you will search this channel in the YouTube, you will get everything, all my playlist, all the contents, means bit by bit I have covered every content of the syllabus, so you can get it in this channel. Okay, so let us go for today's discussion, that is strengthening of SDMA and DDMA. So SDMA means State Disaster Management Authority and DDMA means District Disaster Management Authority. Okay, so I have already completed the lecture that the head of this NDMA is your Prime Minister. NDMA is one national level your disaster management organization. Okay, and your under this NDMA works your SDMA, that is State Disaster Management Authority, and it is headed by the Chief Minister. Okay, and District Disaster Management Authority, that is presented at every district. Okay, which is headed by your district collector or district magistrate. Okay, so I just give you some prior discussion so that revision will be done. Okay, so now directly come to the discussion. What is the today's topic? So as we all know that India is a country highly vulnerable to natural disasters. So what is a natural disaster? Natural disaster is some suddenly happening occurrence which has the potential to harm the life and properties. So disaster are of two types. One is natural disaster, another is anthropogenic disaster, means man-made disaster. Okay, so different disasters are there, like your earthquake, then your tsunami, then your landslide, your lightning, then your flood, drought. Okay, there are several numbers of disasters, and these are already discussed in my earlier videos of unit 3. So you can check there. If you have any doubt regarding what is vulnerability, what is different types of disasters, I will not um, give much more time in this discussion because everything is discussed earlier. So enormous population pressure and urbanization have forced people to live on marginal lands or in cities where they are at a greater risk to disasters. So two major reasons for that, or for which people they generally want to live in cities. One is your urbanization, okay, and as due to migration of people from rural towards your urban areas, the population pressure is increasing on cities, okay. That's why the disaster they are occurring more vigorously or more frequently, okay. So whether it is a flood, a drought, or an earthquake, millions of people are affected each time a disaster occurs, isn't it? So when a disaster occurs, several people are affected. Some lost their property, some lost their lives, their relatives, their neighbors, their near and dear one, isn't it? So, in addition to large scale displacement and the loss of life, these events result in the loss of property and agricultural crops also. So, not only the disaster affect our life and the property, so also the crops, the plants, they are also affected a lot, okay. And it worth thousands of crores of rupees annually. Then India, one of the most disaster prone country in the world. This is discussed in the Lok Sabha 70th report of estimates committee in 2003. Almost 85% of India's area is vulnerable to one or multiple hazard. Okay. Then states or union territories, 22 are disaster prone. Out of 443 districts we have in our country, out of them 271 districts are um, prone to different types of disasters. Then 57% of Indian landmass prone to earthquakes. We have different earthquake zones. You must have some ideas. If not, then go to my previous slides. There everything is discussed. Okay. Then 12% susceptible to swollen river and floods. Then 28% can face drought. 8% to cyclone, in which Odisha is coming also, isn't it? Between 1996 and 2001, 2% of national GDP, means gross domestic product, was lost because of natural disasters. So due to natural disaster, we lost our economy. That's why our GDP is decreasing also, okay. And nearly 12% of government revenue was spent on relief, rehabilitation and reconstruction during the same period, because you know that at the time of the occurrence of the disaster, we need disaster management, and our government spend a lot of money during pre-disaster, during disaster and post-disaster phases of your disaster management cycle. Okay, we have discussed the disaster management cycle in earlier videos. You can go and check there what is that disaster management cycle. What do we mean by pre-management phase, during management phase and post disaster management phase, okay. So 12% of government revenue was only spent on relief, because you know when disaster goes away, then a help in the form of clothes, in the form of your different types of food materials is given to the persons, okay, or your victims. So rehabilitation and reconstruction during the same period. So a great amount of the economy is spent towards the management of the affected people. So as per a World Bank study in 2003, natural disaster pose a major impediment on the path of economic development in India. So this disaster is just, we can say that it acts as a barrier, okay, on the path of economic development in India, because so much we progress in our economy, and when disaster happens, again we spend a great amount in the recovery, okay. So for which again we come back to few steps to achieve that, or to again come to our original position, okay. So we have one act that is known as Disaster Management Act. You know that that was enacted in the year 2005, isn't it? Section 11 of Disaster Management Act provides that there shall be, important thing, that there shall be drawn up a plan for disaster management for the whole of the country to be called national plan, okay. So the plan, that is national plan, it is given in the section 11 of Disaster Management Act. The national response plan to be repeated by the, or by an interministerial central team formed by the NEC, okay, or your National Executive Committee. Then the mitigation and preparedness plans is also planned. Then the National Human Resource and Capacity Building Plan to be prepared by National Institute of Disaster Management. Okay. Then responsibility in state. Section 18 of this act states about powers and functions of SDMA, means State Disaster Management Authority. Then state authorities shall have responsibility for laying down policies and plans for disaster management in state. Then lay down the state disaster management policy. Approve the state plan in accordance with the guidelines laid down by the national authority. Whatever the national authority has planned, it is the duty of the SDMA to implement it, isn't it? Then approve the disaster management plans prepared by the department of the government of the state, okay. Then lay down guidelines to be followed by the departments of the government of the state for the purpose of integration of measures for prevention of disasters and mitigation in their development plans and projects, and provide necessary technical assistance, okay. Therefore, then now we will see the exact brief on the scheme strengthening of SDMA and DDMA. So what is there in our syllabus, that is regarding strengthening of SDMA and DDMA. So strengthening of NDMA and DDMA is nothing but it is one government scheme, okay. It is one government scheme. So what is the strengthening of SDMA and NDMA? It is one scheme, okay. So NDMA implemented the scheme, that is strengthening of state disaster management authorities, that is SDMAs, and district disaster management authorities, that is abbreviated as DDMAs, okay. So who implement? NDMA. NDMA means it is one national level authority or body who works on the management of disaster in the national level, and both this SDMA and DDMA works under NDMA. So what is the prior objective of this SDMA and DDMA? The objective to improve the effectiveness of all SDMAs and selected DDMAs means DDMA and SDMA you have already learned the full form. I will not repeat. SDMA is your this one state disaster management authorities and DDMA is your district disaster management authorities. Okay, so making them functionally operational by providing dedicated disaster management professional. Okay, mark this word, dedicated disaster management professionals for taking up measures for the prevention, mitigation, preparedness and capacity building to deal with the threatening disaster situation or disasters. Okay, so the scheme was approved at a cost of 42.5091 crores for implementation in all the states or union territories for 20 months during the period from 1st June 2015 to 31st March 2018. The scheme provides for financial support to SDMA. Means what are the provisions in this scheme? The scheme has the provision to provide financial support to SDMA of all the 36 states, union territories and selected 256 DDMAs. These are most important things. Please make your note. Okay, keep one pen and paper with you and make the notes. You will not able to get all these materials anywhere else. Okay, so make your note. It will help you a lot. So 28 out of 29 states and 6 out of 7 union territories signed the Memorandum of Understanding MOU for implementation of the scheme in their respective states or union territories. Okay. So state government of Tamil Nadu and union territory of Delhi did not sign this MOU. MOU means Memorandum of Understanding. It takes place between two parties. Okay. So these two states, one is Tamil Nadu and another Union Territory of Delhi. They did not sign the MOU for implementation of the scheme. There was also a provision of scheme implementation unit at NDMA under the scheme with staff strength of one project associate. Okay, so now these are the staffs engaged in NDMA under the scheme of your strengthening SDMA and DDMA. So one project associate, one data entry operator and one peon. Okay, the total amount spent for the your SIU means scheme implementation unit. Okay, was 12.3825 lakh. Okay, thus as on 31st March 2018, total amount spent or released for the scheme is 2246.96045 lakhs. Okay, so this is about your the brief of the scheme strengthening of SDMA and DDMAs. Okay, now let us see the appointment of disaster management professionals under the NDMA scheme on strengthening SDMA and DDMA. Now we will look to the appointment. Okay, so the National Disaster Management Authority has initiated the scheme for strengthening of DSMS and DDMS for which disaster management professionals are to be appointed at the state and 14 vulnerable districts in Maharashtra by the Disaster Management Unit Relief and Rehabilitation Department and Government of Maharashtra. So I am giving the example of the Maharashtra government. Okay. Because I got the data of this Maharashtra. Okay. And I am searching for the data of our state Odisha. If I will get it, then I will definitely make another video and will upload it. Okay. So accordingly, the state government is looking to appoint disaster management professional at the state level and at 14 districts in the state on a contractual basis for a fixed term, where it is in for Maharashtra state. Okay. So the terms of reference for the appointment of these professionals have been prepared, which include the eligibility criteria and the work description for these posts. So what are the eligibility for this post? However, the disaster management unit reserves the right to relax the criteria for selection in favor of exceptional candidates possessing exceptional qualifications, then experience during any stage of the selection process. Then the decisions taken by the DMU in this regard will be final and binding. The selection will be done on the basis of written examination or interview or both. Okay. So only the shortlisted candidates will be informed accordingly. So this was the advertisement for the engagement of disaster management professionals under the NDMA scheme on strengthening SDMA and DDMA. Okay, for Maharashtra. Then state level, this is one another advertisement. Let me enlarge the screen so that it will be properly visible. Okay, so disaster management professional state level. The professional appointed at the state level will be positioned at Mantralaya, Mumbai, and will work under the supervision of the Director Disaster Management Unit. Okay, and the Secretary Relief and Rehabilitation. The person will also be required to travel in the state if required. So I am giving you a example of this scheme implemented in the state of your Maharashtra. Okay. So here you say see place is Mumbai. Okay. Mantralaya. Job location or job duration is only for 10 months. Means contractual basis. Then but remuneration is very high, that is 50,000. Okay. Job description is SDMA level. Then what is the job responsibility, means preparation or review updation of SDMP in the state as per the National Disaster Management Guidelines released by the NDMA. Okay, and HRVA for states. While updating it shall be ensured that emerging issues like gender sensitivity, disability inclusive, disaster risk reduction, then livestock management are adequately taken care of. Okay. So during the preparation of the report, these things should be taken more priority basis. Then they will carry on mock drill in hazard prone and vulnerable area on state specific disasters to gap. Okay. So these are how they what is the job responsibility, what is their qualification, what is their salary or remuneration, who will be appointed for a disaster management professional at state level in this scheme. Okay. So then come to the district. Okay, so disaster management professional at a district level. Okay, so the qualification is your postgraduate degree in disaster management or postgraduate degree in development studies with 3 years experience in disaster management or areas related to disaster management. Okay, so these are the qualification. Then job duration is 10 months, salary is your 40,000. Then your SDMA level, job description, place where Thane, Palghar, Solapur, okay, several Nasik. Okay, so in different places of your or districts of your Maharashtra state. So your job description is to carry out HRVA in the district, then creation or updation of district disaster management plan as per NDMA guidelines, then organizing mock drill, then facilitate community training and awareness, then assist in preparing and reviewing the developmental plans to the various government departments at the district level for DRR integration. Okay, then carrying out any other task assigned by the district collector and the disaster management unit. So these were the job description of personnel to be appointed as disaster management planning scheme for SDMA and DDMA. Okay, then look to another advertisement, that is application in plain paper is invited from the Indian nationals for the following post under National Disaster Management Authority sponsored scheme for strengthening of state disaster management authorities and district disaster management authorities. The posts are purely temporary, so these are all temporary posts and will be filled up on contract up to 31st January 2017. Okay, so these are collected, or these data are collected from different websites. Okay, so I just want to what is the I just want to show you that what is the scheme is related to. Okay, so you can pause the video and go through this and make your own note that this is the advertisement salary regarding salary. Then capacity post is your number one, capacity building officer, one post. Okay, to be posted at state level. What are their key responsibilities? These are noted here. Okay, development of annual action plan for capacity building and follow up its implementation. Okay, so you can go through this by making your own note and to be prepared for your examination. Then what is the required qualification is most important, that is postgraduate degree or diploma in management, urban or rural planning, social sciences, disaster management, okay, etc. At least 3 to 5 years work experience in the development sector having relevance to disaster management. Then competencies means who will give in preference, good understanding of hazard and vulnerability of the state, then knowledge of vulnerability reduction issues, then excellent communication and writing skill including report writing, then proficiency in computers and web applications, then hand-on experience in program or project management and related tools. Okay, so, and the salary is your 50,000 per month on the basis of educational qualification and your experience. Then another post is your mitigation officer. Okay, and that is also a state level post. So one post was advertised, that is updation and review of state disaster management plan, department disaster management plan. Okay, this is district, not department, district. Okay, so these are the work responsibility and required qualification is again postgraduate diploma or degree in management, urban rural planning. Okay, then competency, good understanding of hazard. Okay, salary is 50,000 also. Then another post is district program coordinator, to be posted in at district level in West Tripura and South Tripura. So this is one advertisement for Tripura state. Okay, so I just give you examples to understand what actually this scheme is. Okay, so this is the required qualification of the personnel who want to appoint in the post of district program coordinator. Okay, so this should be his or her competencies. Then salary is 40,000. Okay, so these are all regarding your the scheme known as NDMA scheme to strengthening the SDMA and DDMA. Those are two organizations working at state level and district level for the management of your different kinds of disasters. Okay, so these were all for today's video. So thank you guys for watching this video, and thank you. Bye bye, and we will again meet in our next video with some another content. So till then, um, keep watching, then keep learning. Okay, and thank you. Before leaving this lecture, I would like to request you, please subscribe my channel and share among your friends. So bye.